Viking power.
Hey guys, this is Viking Power. I want to do a quick preview of UFC 249, and what I'm going to really focus on is the last three fights, and those are the ones I really care about. Even though the card is stacked from top to bottom, there's guys in the undercard that are going to be great fights, but I don't want to make this a long video. I want to make this nice and short and sweet, but I want to give my fight predictions on these three fights. First one I want to do is the one that I'm most interested in because I think he's probably one of the most underrated fighters. People kind of wrote him off, and that's it, Francis Ngannou. He's one of the great follows on Instagram. He just hit 1 million followers. Follow him. You get a glimpse into who this guy is and how he trains. I'm predicting big things. I'm predicting Francis Ngannou will be heavyweight champ. I'm predicting that Francis Ngannou, if he does become heavyweight champ, he's probably going to be heavyweight champ for a while. The guy is super gifted, super talented, and I think he's training the right way. Ngannou against Rozenstruik, and Rozenstruik is a very tough opponent, a scary opponent, a guy with one punch knockout power. And I mean, could he catch Ngannou? Could he put Ngannou into a paralysis like against Derek Lewis? I don't think so. Mentally, Ngannou has gone beyond that, and physically, I think he's maybe the most gifted fighter in the business. That's including John Jones, who's super gifted. This guy is just incredibly gifted. I've been watching the way he's training. A lot of old-fashioned boxing calisthenics. When he fought Derek Lewis, when he fought Stipe, he was puffed up. Wasn't in the right kind of condition. I don't think his cardio is bad. I think that is nonsense. I don't think, people were saying his cardio is terrible. It's not terrible. How do you go 5 rounds in a war against Stipe, 5 rounds, and your cardio's bad? It's not. He was carrying too much weight. He was bloated. He needed to train his muscles in a different way, but his cardio is not bad. I think naturally he has potential for really good cardio. He just needs to pace himself properly and get his body in the right kind of shape. The guy looks strong, and he's big, strong, and cut and conditioned. Doing lots of push-ups, lots of calisthenics. I see that all over his training. I'm predicting big things for him. I'm predicting a big win. I'm not a big round guy, but I'm saying first or second round. He's going to take him out. Now, the next fight is a really tricky one. And this one, I'm puzzled by. Cejudo, on paper and just the conventional thinking would be that Cejudo's going to walk through Cruz. I think that could happen. Part of me thinks that could happen. I don't think it's going to happen. Here's my pick that is going to be a little controversial. I'm gonna go with Dominic Cruz, and the reason why I'm going to go with Cruz is because Cruz is healthy, and Cruz presents a problem for Cejudo. And the problem is his unconventional movement. Cruz is very strong at movement, and could Cruz stretch this out to a 5-round fight? Absolutely. If he stretches out to a 5-round fight, I'm definitely picking Cruz, and that's who I'm picking in that fight, Dominic Cruz. It's hard for me to say that because Cejudo is a stud. He's walked through guys. I mean, he's a really, really great fighter. But I'm picking Dominic Cruz in that fight, and I may end up with some egg on my face, but I'm willing to take that risk. Now, the main event. In the main event, Tony Ferguson, Justin Gaethje. This one, I'm talking to my son. Patrick says Tony Ferguson's going to get smoked. Gaethje's going to knock him out early. My son Nathan's, I think, picking Ferguson. I'm picking Ferguson. I think it's going to be a war. I think both guys have a decent chin. Ferguson does get hit. He's probably going to get rocked, but he's the kind of guy that can weather storms, and he's so weird. I'm actually picking Ferguson by submission. I think he's going to stretch the fight into the later rounds, and then he's going to catch him in some kind of choke. That's my prediction. Excited, finally sports back in the picture. Thank you, Jesus. Lord Almighty, I tell you what, this is insane, man. I'm sick of no sports. Let's get baseball going back. But thank you, UFC, Dana White, for getting fights back in the game and making it happen for the fans.